Niagara Falls. When this town first established itself as a destination globally in the early part of the 40s and 50s and the 60s, when this community started to get really going and booming and advertising itself as the honeymoon capital of the world, a few hotels peppered in a small little area of Niagara Falls became the focal point for the future of what is Niagara Falls, Canada, and its tourism industry. And I'm now one of those original hotels, the Travelodge. Well, it is a Travelodge now. It didn't really open as that originally back in the day, but I'm here at the Travelodge on Clifton Hill to experience what it's like to stay on Clifton Hill for the first time. Right in the heart of the mix, as you can tell. I'm in the courtyard currently with the Casino Niagara Tower behind me, so there's a lot to discover here in this small little pocket sandwiched amongst hundreds of attractions around us here at Clifton Hill. So come along, we're gonna go and explore what it's like to stay here at the Travelodge here on Clifton Hill on a hot summer's day here, 2023. Just checked in, so let's check out the room, shall we? Outside of the carpet, nothing to be desired. Definitely, it's been a while since there's been renovations in this particular unit, even though the pictures of the Travelodge look quite nice. Before we get started, let's fill the room with some light just to make sure that we give it the best look possible. Only fair. You can kind of see the benefit of our very nice view here, really of just a courtyard, but you'll see what I mean when we get out there. I'm sure it's going to look quite good at night. The room itself, however, I wouldn't say is much different than what you would expect for most accommodations in this area. We have a pillow count of 4. Not the greatest looking as far as plushness, I will say. The bed is relatively comfortable. Feels a bit lumpy. It's a nice, good king-size bed. We have your standard outlet unit here. Rather standard. Something about old school units. You can kind of tell how old some of the fixtures are here by just looking at that. Definitely original to the building. Thus they've conveniently put a power cord here so you can at least get a USB charge. Beyond this, we have a little coffee setup. These more budget accommodations feature a microwave, immaculate, I will point out as well, very important, and a diplomat. Ooh, a diplomat with that nice, sun bleaching there, give it an impression of the era of which it's come. But I like these fridges. They hold good volume. You can easily get 24 to 48 beers in that fridge. There will not be 28 or nearly any of those in there. This evening, we do have an iron and an ironing board. And then we have the bathroom. It's a nice little standard setup. Tiling looks pretty decent. No real complaint in there. Full bath. And outside of a little rust in the drain, which you're really going to get with most places now. With a tourist attraction that's been around for almost the better part of 80 years, you're going to get that in these older hotels, but that's such a big deal. I can tell that this shower head is going to be nice and strong and a nice powerful shower. Hello. And a nice hair dryer, of course. Won't need one of those. Of course, would not be a Niagara Falls hotel without an LG screen TV. And I will say this is probably the best one I've seen in any of the hotels that I've been in so far, and that includes Falls View. Good size, I really like this Travelodge pen. I don't know why. It's so simple and just like 80s, but I'm gonna be taking this with me. I just think it's kind of cool. And it's Canadiana to boot. Old school phone. Old school light. Of course, we must check out probably the best part of this whole thing, which is the outside. A very nice view of Clifton Hill, which is just beyond us, and all the action that we're going to check out tonight, of course. I'm loving this whole, like, the original air conditioner was here, and they just literally ripped it right out, left the frame in there for the smaller unit. So now it's just conveniently a new seat, I guess. And another cool feature is that you get to see the original Maple Leaf Village Tower, then known as the Casino Niagara Tower, and now completely unused, standing, derelict. This isn't the most, decadent experience that you can have in this city, or a small town, or a large town, or whatever you want to call it, a tourist town, without question. But the point is, I don't think there's been anything other than made me feel more Niagara than being on this particular balcony, just chilling and enjoying the courtyard and watching people walk by in their Crocs. And that's the room. It's $300, or a little shy of $300 for this. Actually, it was $280 Canadian, which works out to around $240 American. Not a little bad setup, I would say. Really, I'd say the primary reason why I'm fascinated by this particular hotel is its location. I've never stayed right on Clifton Hill, and we're in one of the original hotels that set up the Niagara tourism industry here in Niagara Falls, Clifton Hill. So yeah, the nightlife is probably going to be a whole different thing, so I'm going to give you a little idea of, say, what it's like here, carrying on into the night over to the next day and morning, and then we'll wrap up the vlog giving my impressions of the facility, of course, after I've used the facilities. I'm not going to do that now. That's besides the point. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we're sat here at Ruby Tuesday. Since this is right next to the hotel, right behind me that I'm staying at, I figured I'd have a quick bite and a drink. It's only $7.50 for a bottle of Bud here, so I got a second one. Friday afternoon in the peak season in the summertime, $7.50 for a bottle of Bud is not a bad price. The burger was pretty good, and the fries were yummy. The best part about what I like about this bar is its location. I think it's the best bar in Niagara as far as like for viewing. As you can see, the sight lines just sitting here. You can kind of just people watch the whole time and then wait until this thing starts lighting up for the evening. The bar even has its very own funhouse right underneath it. We're all done here at the Travelodge here at Clifton Hill. I've enjoyed the vibe here. It's really kind of like a very chilled out. It is a budget accommodation. We're not going to really lie about that. But for what you get, it's a pretty good setup. Everything is a bit dated, so unlike some other hotels that I've been to from this era that had renovations, say 20, 30 years ago, this one definitely looks like it's due. Although if you come here, you probably shouldn't spend too much time here. You should probably be spending that time out there, as there's more than enough to entice you to get out of the hotel or go to the pool. I didn't do it, but my partner did. Definitely enjoyed it. It's just been nice. Staff are super friendly. There is security here as well, so if you're worried about conditions like that, definitely it's a pretty safe place as compared to some of the places that are off the beaten path, even a little bit further up on Clifton Hill. I would say
you're definitely going to feel the most secure being here in the heart of Clifton Hill. Nothing else to add. The bathroom was exactly as expected. Powerful shower. I'm sure that will be updated soon. It's $300 for this hotel, but on the other days, this is peak season. That's what you're going to expect to pay. I would say in the better part of like 100, 200 bucks on a very slow season, you're going to get this accommodation, which I might come back in the winter time for. Good hotel. Definitely would recommend it. Travelodge here on Clifton Hill. Will we have enough courage to go to some of the scarier, say, hotels here in Niagara? Not this one. There is one just up the street called the Thrift Lodge, which has the exact same sign as the Travelodge, which is funny. And then in addition to that, there was another place called the 7 Days Inn, which might be the scariest hotel I've ever seen. So hopefully I won't end up doing a review, but who knows. But thanks for watching this one. Thanks for dropping in.